Kings are back. It's a new season, it's a new look team. What are your feelings going into the new NBL season?
Well, look, the early indicators are all very, very positive. You know, the guys are working hard, they're gelling well as a team, and I think we've got a very good balanced group of players. So early signs are very positive.
How hard has it been? You've built a team from scratch to try and make them competitive on the court. How hard is the challenge really ahead of the season?
Yeah, look, we haven't shied away from the fact that it's not easy. I mean, if it was easy, this team would be back a long time ago. But I think the pieces and the players that we've got in place, and the staff that we've got, and the management group are all very, very, very good people. And that's the first ingredient to a successful re-emergence of the Kings.
Speaking about the management group, what's different this time around compared to when the club went under? What are you doing different to avoid a situation like that, and how's this going to work with the new team involved?
Yeah, it's a good question. We get asked this a lot. First and foremost, they're a very creditable group. They're in it for basketball. They're all passionate about the sport, and they're committed to put Sydney back on the basketball map. So that's first and foremost. So it's not the plaything of a dubious entrepreneur. They're highly creditable sports and business people. Complementing that, you know, the team are also, they've really been handpicked in a way that they've got obviously good basketball skills, but they're good people, and they'll help build the culture of the Sydney Kings back to the halcyon days.
How do you build the franchise again and get the crowds back? What are the Kings doing differently to try and get the fans back? Because they've been out for a few years now. How do you get the crowds back to watch the team?
Well, first and foremost, support like this helps get our name out there that the Kings are back. But we've got a very clear mindset on our community engagement program, that we will be out into the community, into associations, schools, disadvantaged groups, hospitals, wherever it's needed. Wherever there's a Kings supporter, hopefully they'll reconnect with this team and our players.
You might have to correct me if I'm wrong here, but some Hollywood seats look to be in store for the Kings, like a Jack Nicklaus setup. Is that something you're doing this season?
Yeah, we are. And again, you know, the Kings are looking to do things slightly differently. And if you think of the LA Lakers and the Jack Nicholson seats as almost like a career season seat holder, we're introducing that at the Sydney Entertainment Centre. So we'll have 24 of those for every home game. And, you know, I mean, just that alone, the new court, the new backboard, the new scoring system at the Entertainment Centre will all complement the work that the players are doing on the court.
Is this the right time for the Kings to be back? Is it too early to be back, or is it even too late to come back to the NBL? Or do you feel this is the ideal time to come back and relaunch the club?
I personally feel that the Kings are needed in the NBL. I think any basketball purist would know that a national league without a Sydney team is not a national league. There had to be a period of grieving, and I think 2 years was long enough, and I think the timing is absolutely right. We have great support, and we will generate great support, I'm sure, with the players that we've attracted to the club.
And what's the realistic goal going ahead? It's a brand new team. Are you expecting finals, or do you just want to be competitive and try and get the fans back? Is that really the aim, or are you trying to do both and really contend for the title this year?
Well, look, we won't shy away from the fact winning's important to us, and we're training that way. I guess we're trying to work hard. We're trying to reconnect with the community, and if we do our work correctly and we build the pieces correctly, results should come our way. I think a finals berth is where we would immediately head, and if we can increase the numbers at the Entertainment Centre, then, you know, we can look back on the season and say, yeah, we've been successful. Should we happen to go all the way, we'd look back on it as a fairy tale come true.
Finally, you're replacing a guy who a lot of people say is one of the greatest coaches in any sport, Brian Goorjian. How do you feel taking over from him? Is that a thing that's in the back of your mind, or are you your own man, not worried about what Goorjian did with the Kings in those golden years in the early 2000s?
Well, Gorge is obviously a great coach, there's no question. I believe he's the best basketball coach in the country, if not broader afield. But to be honest, I've got a background with the Kings. I played, I've been involved with some of the owners as well. I've built businesses from scratch, and I've coached the sport, so it's not just you know, one thing I'm here to do. I'm here to do a multitude of things, and you know, people can gauge me on that record at the end of the season and beyond. So I'm happy where I'm at.
I'm going for a team coming back would have been pretty important in the first few weeks, but is that something that's not that important on your agenda?
Well, our first game is against Melbourne on the 14th, 15th of October, and then we fly back from Melbourne to take on New Zealand at the Entertainment Centre on the 16th of October. So our plans are that we will fill that stadium, we'll get all those New Zealand supporters from Bondi in there, and we'll have a cross-Tasman battle at our first home game.
Good on you, mate.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
No, not a problem.